Hi guys, today I'm going to do something that's been done on Miatas, S13s, really anything with a square headlight, or at least where you can put square headlights. I got some of these LED lights that I'm going to be using as brights instead of the ones I have, because the ones I have don't work because the switch is broken and I don't feel like fixing the switch. These are brand new headlights, so I'm going to take those out and sell them after I get the tape off them. But with the switch being broken, they're just not working, and I don't feel like messing with it, so instead I'm gonna get some brighter lights, those ones up there, and swap them in for that. I've wired up LED light bars before, not that hard. You can get a pre-made wiring kit, which I actually got from Walmart. This was, I think, about 20 bucks. I use this on my Ranger for the light bars I have on it, and it works really well. This is an Alpina. I know this is a different brand from these. These are Night Riders, but they'll work either way. I have these, or I'm using this on my Ranger with, I forget what they're called. But I think the hardest part about this kit is actually going to be somehow getting that wiring into the car, because there's really no good place in here that could reach, besides maybe taking the computer out and then going in through there. I know that's a good spot, but we'll figure something out. But for right now, I'm gonna look into taking the original high beams off and figure out a way to mount these. I might even have to cut this off, but I doubt it, considering these are way smaller. I should be able just to mount it just kind of like that there, and then have the mount coming off it, but you know, recessed in there. So I'll set you guys up and start taking this apart. I got the driver's side out. I'm gonna move on to the left one, not gonna record it. Same thing, this one. Just a Torx bit holding it in up there. It's actually the adjusting screw. Cool thing about these is the housing actually has a bubble level. So whenever you're adjusting the high beams, it stays level, and I thought that's pretty cool. Okay, so I put the brackets onto the light and they didn't fit. I'm definitely gonna take off the bumper in order to get it in here. Light's gonna sit more or less right there. So I'm gonna have to notch this here. Not sure if you guys can see that well, but I'm just gonna bring the line from here to here and just notch that out. And I'm gonna take this control box out, because I'm not gonna need it for the new headlights, it's just controlling the old ones. It's just two tiny bolts on the other side. And then with that out, I might not even have to notch that, now that I think about it. Yeah, I wouldn't need to. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, take the bumper off again. It's been off a bunch of times the past week. And then mount that side up, put the bumper back on, and do a little bit of clearance if I have to. Alright guys, so the headlights are mounted in. I'm using wood as a spacer. I didn't get as close at all to what I want. This side I'm going to lift up a little bit right there, just because it's leaning down a little bit. This side, however, came out almost perfect. The wood's temporary. I'm going to have my buddy 3D print a mount to hold them up higher, just so they're actually level with the rest of the headlights. I'm gonna paint those black in a minute, just so they're not sticking out like a sore thumb. I'm gonna mask everything off, just do a quick couple coats on them, and should be good. I'm gonna throw the bumper back on too, and then gonna get on to wiring. All right, so the spacers are now black. Looks a lot better. I kind of test fitted the bumper. Gonna need to cut some of it out to make it fit. Otherwise, the bumper's actually hitting the spacers. I'm gonna do that real quick, and then I'm gonna put the bumper back on. This is the line I don't really want to pass. I'm gonna cut a little bit smaller than that line and just keep test fitting until I get it right, because I don't want to cut away too much of the bumper. But we'll see how this goes. Bumper's slightly back on, just gotta put the zip ties in on the sides. But I got a little bit too much. Hopefully it's not super noticeable. Probably should just cut it diagonally right there, but Oh, this side's a lot cleaner. Don't know what happened to that side, but this side's way cleaner. Probably should cut a little bit smaller on that side too, but I think overall it's good. Fits pretty nicely. All right, I'm gonna put the bumper back on. I'm gonna close the hood, see how well it fits, or how well it looks actually, and then I'm gonna start wiring everything up. All right, I'm gonna try to explain this wiring as best I can. So here's just a quick, the actual wire diagram that comes with it. Your switch is gonna go inside your car. These two are gonna go to your two lights, which I didn't realize came with that. I thought I had to actually connect them in a series and just hook them up to one wire. And then where your fuse comes off, the positive side on that one and the ground side goes straight to the battery. I'm gonna put the ground side somewhere on the car, and the power side, the positive, I actually have a wire going to the alternator, which that right there goes straight to the battery, or I can even put it there. I might even put it there now that I think about it. But I'm definitely gonna have to shorten these wires a whole lot. Either that or just bundle them up, but I don't feel like doing that. So what I just showed you guys on there, I'll show you on here. So these two are gonna go to your battery. This is gonna go to the positive side, and that's gonna go to a negative. Simple enough. There's your relay. Over here is where your switch is. I actually took the switch off to make it easier to put in the car. There's a switch over there. And then down here is what's gonna be connecting to your lights. Luckily enough for us, this comes with two different leads. Well, 4 different leads, but for 2 different lights. One's gonna go to your left, one's gonna go to your right. I'm gonna start putting all the wiring in. Probably honestly taking me about 15 minutes. I'll get back to you guys in a second. Very cool thing about this kit is that it actually comes with, focus, it actually comes with connectors, which you'll slide over your wire here. Oh, if I can get it with one hand. Slide over your wire there, and then you'll take some crimpers and smash that together. I'm not gonna be able to do it with one hand just because it's a bit shaky, and I do want to peel off more wire, expose more wire so I can actually get on there. But it does come with both the female and male side, which is gonna make this a lot easier to connect. All right, I'm gonna do a quick test. For the ground, I'm literally just gonna pop that right there. Temporary, hopefully that holds. And I'm gonna flip the switch, maybe. Oh, that's right, I forgot. Whenever you're always working with electrical stuff in the car, make sure you disconnect the battery. Forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, but I forgot that was disconnected. Not putting it on the battery, didn't have enough thread on the actual negative terminal, so I just put it on the strut tower, and we're gonna do a quick test. Hell yeah. I'm definitely gonna need to adjust them, but I won't know until later tonight when I'm actually driving. Now I'm just gonna run this inside. Later on, I am gonna make a switch panel inside the car in order for me to put this light and a few other things, because I am planning on making this a push start, just because it'd be a lot easier, and because race car. But I think I'm gonna end the video there, just because all I have to do is run this in there, and I'm probably gonna be running it through the fender, because there's enough room in here to where I can snake it through the dash and coming out in the middle there. I'm probably gonna have to extend it, but I highly doubt that. I'll throw up a quick video on this later, once it's dark out, a little bit darker, so you guys can actually see it better, because right now it's hard to tell in the actual video, but these are really bright. Like they're blinding me right now. Well, later tonight I'll record the actual brightness of it at night. All right, so a quick test of the LED brights. Here are my stock just regular low beams. I'm gonna turn those off. And as for the high beams, way fucking brighter. Okay, so once again my low beams and then my high beams.